Police say they've arrested the suspect, described as an adult male, 24 years old, heavily armed and heavily armored. And one of the victims, we have learned, George and Amy, is a 3-month-old baby. Witnesses say the suspect may have used tear gas at a moment in the movie when the same thing was happening on screen. Rounds penetrated into Theater 8 next door.
This is now considered to be the worst mass shooting in America since the Virginia Tech massacre, when 33 people died.
One man with 2 handguns killed 7 people in a family argument. April this year, a former student killed 7 and injured 3 at a Korean Christian college in Oakland, California. Also in Oakland, but earlier this month, a shooting outside a movie theater.
5 people were shot, no arrests were made.
The worst shooting in Colorado history, worse even than Columbine.
Opened fire with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, going through multiple magazines of ammunition, killing 5 men and 1 woman.
Arms dealing is a billion-dollar business. Handguns to machine guns, make a wish list. We in the scope from a long-range distance for national defense of a killer's Second Amendment. Marching to the theme of the Star-Spangled Banner. If poor is the problem, then is war the answer? Religion's the ammunition they manufacture. Turn the other cheek and then assassinate a pastor. Or anybody misconstrued as a threat. A license to kill really ain't hard to get. You can buy an AK with no ID or documents, sponsored at an auction by an NRA lobbyist. It's like shopping at a Target for cartridges or putting a full metal jacket on a narcissist. And I ain't talking about terror from Afghanistan. This is about mass shootings in the homeland.
Earlier this morning, a little after 9 a.m., a man who had been fired from his job about a year or so began shooting near the Empire State Building, but out on the street. He killed 1 person and at least 9 other people were shot, and some may have been shot accidentally.
Now we understand 28 people have been killed, among those 20 children.
Booming noises, we heard like shots and everybody went on the ground.
Assault rifle and a handgun and started.
America's gun culture keeps the murder rates rising. Colorado to Chicago, it stays climbing. Oakland and New Orleans, there's people dying. Especially in the inner cities, you see the violence. From playing cowboys and Indians and water fights. What's the fascination with taking somebody's life? As if we're in a state of mind that's been weaponized. What's the cause of Virginia Techs and Columbines? 50 murders in a week, ghetto genocide. There's a link between poverty and homicide. And the media's fear-mongering, telling lies. Like in America, being Muslim is ostracized. You can't apologize or philosophize. Witnessing a mama's cries when her child's fossilized. The price of human life versus dollar signs. At a SOFEX conference, they monopolize.
CNN confirms the identity of the man accused of murdering 16 Afghan civilians in a house-to-house shooting spree last weekend.
Let's look at the gunman who police say murdered 6 people at a Sikh temple during Sunday services. The former Army sergeant once stationed at Fort Bragg and the former leader of a skinhead rock band.
The officer was shot 8 to 9 times at this incident at very close range.
He didn't seem like he had a dark side like that to him, but you know. Everybody's got a skeleton.
Now the city's new laws keep you looking in the mirror for police implementing the stop and search procedure. Effects of violence become an institution. Cops with guns too and they itching to use them. It's no trust between them and the community cause they patrolling areas they not from usually. Since we fit the stereotypical profile, 9/11 is a number that we don't dial. The streets will make you put your faith in a 40 cal, though it's more time for each bullet if you go to trial. And I'm for peace, but the truth is there's something wrong when you can't walk down the street with your hoodie on. Rest in peace to Trayvon and Jordan Davis, the kids of Sandy Hook Elementary, Lord save us. I'm not against guns, but I'm for more changes before it's more bullets loaded up in more chambers.
Dozens of people have been shot in the last week.
Shooting violence has gotten so bad in Chicago that gunfights are breaking out now at existing crime scenes. And even with police in close proximity.
We got shots fired over here.
Civilians were ducking for cover as this shootout occurred early Friday on the city's south side. In the last week, at least 50 people were shot and 6 killed in Chicago.
We're in a state of emergency over here with our children. We need the National Guard.
This guy looks like he's up to no good or he's on drugs or something. It's raining and he's just walking around looking about. This is George. He ran down towards the entrance of the knee. What entrance is that that he's heading towards? The back entrance. assholes, they always get away.
Screaming outside. I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick, please. I can't see him. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's going on. So. What is your... Just there's gunshots.